And straight to the kitchen we go because we couldn't leave you hanging when it comes to filling up those bellies with something delicious for winter. So I brought in this beautiful man over here. How are we doing this morning?
Good, man. Let me make it a little nickies here, man.
Yes,
Don't
please.
worry about it.
Thank
Don't
you.
worry about it. There we
Get
go.
me ready for
There we
this.
go. There we go. Happening. Welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you for having me.
There we go.
And I'm so excited for this because what's happening is we're talking about deliciousness in the form of something like Italian cabbage and rice soup with cheesy sourdough. And listen to this, the best part is it comes in at under 50 Rand per serving. Now, we got to find out how do we replicate this, Chef Clem, and how do we get our entire meal for the entire family to serve us at 50 Rand a person? Come on. That's crazy in this current economic climate.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. And you can do it.
Can you?
Using the Woolies W list.
Okay.
So a lot of people have said, oh, I love those W list promotions.
Yes.
It's not a promotion. These are the everyday prices. Like 365 days of prices.
That's
so
crazy.
A lot of people have said, like I said now, I love the new promotion price and da-da-da-da-da. And I'm explaining to them, no, it's not a promotion.
This is the price.
This is the price.
So it's like a new bar's been set, actually. This is not a sale, it's just a new bar. It's a new standard. And
it's a lower bar.
It's a lower bar,
But this time it's a good way. It's a good...
And that's crazy to me because when you think about Woolworths and the quality and the exceptional quality and taste, you don't always associate it with the fact that you can get this for such a great budget-saving price. So come on with the good stuff and come on with these ingredients. What are we doing here, man? Talk to me about how we're putting this one together.
So essentially, this is a cabbage soup, right? And I remember being in chef school and we had to do this a whole week dedicated to soups and broths and stocks. And one of them was cabbage. And the whole reason we did that exercise was how much flavor can you extract out of vegetables? That if you didn't have meat, you can still have a substantial dish.
Smart.
And cabbage was one that just like, something happens with it as you slowly cook it. It just becomes so, I don't want to say meaty, but it just fills you up and gives you like those intense savory flavors.
It does have a little bit of that. You're
It does.
very right. It's a very unique sort of a profile that gets emitted as you're cooking, and especially in the house as well. It's a filling sort of a feel, if that makes sense.
Yes, absolutely. And I mean, we as South Africans, we love kwel kos, okay? So this whole soup dish that combines the rice and the cabbage coming together, it's almost like kwel kos that's just in one bowl.
Unmark, I like it.
So what happens is with this recipe today, we've got meat in here, we've got some bacon in there. We're using that not just for
flavor.
Bacon, but we're also using it for the fat that's in there, and again, that smoky bacony flavor, which is sweet. So once we actually cook our onions down to the point where they are like soft, and I'm gonna say take your time doing this, do it for like 15 minutes. What happens is you got the sweetness of the bacon, and now you slowly cook your onions, releasing their sugar, so they're gonna become sweet as well. Yeah, it just adds to the overall roundness of the dish.
That sounds good, man.
Cabbage.
Yes.
This is the official meat of January, okay? So I love cabbage. So you definitely need a lot more cabbage than this. But the thing about cabbage is like spinach. You're gonna add
spinach,
it.
bro. It just goes from 1 kilo to 1 gram in a second. It just sees the heat.
Second. So cabbage goes in, and I'm gonna add a little bit of salt. Okay, that's also gonna help release the moisture in the cabbage.
Nice.
Then we're gonna go in with some stock. I'm gonna ask you to give me a hand if you can just slip that open for me. So we got some stock going in.
Is this liquid stock?
It is liquid stock.
Nice.
So I would do a mix of water and of stock. And again, if you want to keep this all meat-free, take the bacon out. Take the bacon out.
Nice, of course.
Do some mushrooms as well if you want. Again, the bacon's not there for meatiness, it's there for flavor, but take it out. Add some mushrooms for some meaty texture to it.
Yeah, but I like what you're using here to provide this sort of meaty texture. Like you said, if you are looking for a meat-free alternative, then you have many options these days, and so many different flavor profiles that can add to a dish like this. You're obviously mentioning cabbage right now, but like you said, mushrooms can really work with this. You get so many different weird things. Guys using aubergines in weird ways.
Use it. It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so
the textures,
good. Yeah.
it's the flavors, and it's everything that comes together. And I think in a dish like this, when it's hearty, you can't really go wrong with some of those flavors that you do add into it. It seems to just always come together, right?
It does. It really does. And again, like I said earlier, with the cabbage slowly cooking with that bacon fat, it just takes on this whole different aroma. And plus with the garlic in there, your home smells absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
What's a bit different now is I added the dry rice, which we rinsed it earlier.
That's weird, dude. You're not boiling this one first.
No. I actually want the rice to pick up the flavor of all the other ingredients that's in the pot. So it's gonna the rice itself just takes on like so much flavor.
So that's like just going to be absorbing everything and be turned into like a capsule of flavor itself.
A capsule of flavor, yes. Okay, so because we shop with W-List, we're not only making a soup, we're actually on budget. So we're going to do a little sourdough cheese.
Oh, we can add to this.
Oh, yeah.
There's money left over in the budget.
There's
nice.
money in the bank.
Okay.
There's money in the bank, but there's no time left. So let's see how quickly we can make this. Raul de Mornay, you've got the cheddar cheese we bought from W-List. I'm going to ask you to grate that so long. I'm going to get my bread going. And we have 45 seconds on the clock, starting.
What? Why are you putting that unnecessary pressure on us,
Monday.
man?
If we don't start on a high, what's going to happen? So, Raul, what you've got in front of you is some cheddar cheese. You're going to grate that for me. You're going to mix it with some cream cheese and some mustard.
All right. So we've got a hypothetical 45 seconds, but we also might not make it in 45 seconds, and that's okay, because if you do or don't have time, either way, you can still make a great meal like we are doing right now. So I think Chef Clem just wants to show off for 45 seconds, but you don't have to rush this one. You can take your time with it.
Okay, we'll take our time. All right, so a little different here with our normal cheese toasty. You got cheddar cheese. We're going to add some creaminess. Cheddar cheese has a little, like a sharpness to it.
Yes.
We're going to balance that flavor out by adding some cream cheese to it.
Nice,
But now, we're going to add a little bit of like a mustardy tang, a little bit of a mustardy heat to it. Mustard powder is a great way to add instant flavor to something.
Are you sure about this? I have never heard of this before, man.
It's new.
Are you making this up?
No, Willie's made it up. Willie's made it up, and I tried it, and I absolutely love it. It's almost like it just adds another level of flavor, of cheesiness to it.
That's
it's not cheesy by any means, but it just brings out those characteristics.
Okay.
What you need then, Raul, a little bit of salt.
How much cheese is going in here, by the way?
Who gives quantities when it comes to how much cheese you use for a toasted cheese sandwich?
How much cheese can I have? More, please.
More.
That's the answer. More is the answer.
You can mix that up for me, please,
All right,
Raul.
let me get that mixed up for you.
I'm going to get some butter in the pan.
All right. And
You don't have to butter the outside of the bread. Just make sure you have enough butter actually in the pan, and you're winning.
And again, what's the reason for that? Because I know this is a time-old tradition of making like snackwidges and grills. We're putting the butter in. What will happen if you actually didn't? Is the bread actually going to stick to the pan?
Nah, it's not going to stick. It's not going to stick at all, but you're not going to get that. You're going to get a different. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to char, but you're not going to get that beautiful crust, golden crust you want.
Yeah.
That looks good. Can I get that?
You can get this, my friend.
Can you grate some extra cheese for me, please?
You see, the answer was more.
I'll explain it a little bit why I need more.
Okay.
Ooh, Raul, this is a lot of cheese on the sandwich, but you know what? It's okay.
No one's going to I've never ever heard anyone say there's too much cheese.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard that word being said?
If you feel like it's too much cheese, share with someone.
Yeah.
There we go.
One thing that this is, though, is obviously a recipe on its own, but I'm just thinking about this elevating the soup on an absolute other level. Having, like, basically a malted, toasted, roasted cheese salmi vibe, dipping into all that flavor. Are you mad, man? This is crazy flavor for a Monday, and I think everybody is dancing, celebrating this, going, oh, I need to get this recipe on. I'm going to make this all week. It's smelling so good already as well. Well done, man.
And make a big batch. Make a big batch, because like soup, you know, in general, it's going to taste better the day after you made it. And look, I mean, if you've not seen the weather outside, it is soup weather. And yeah, again, it's tough. Look, we're making this amazing toasted cheese sandwich because soup is amazing on its own, but we're going to make it a whole vibe now. I mean, no one's going outside, so get everybody in the vibe, the winter mood. And this is how you do it.
And this is a reminder, if you want to know how to do this, and you can get this at taste.co.za. It's got the recipe inspiration, all the ingredients, and all the incredible deals that can get you a meal like this for 50 Rand or less per person. That's kind of the average on what this is going to come to.
That's what we do,
which is absolutely crazy in this current economic climate. And like we said, now we're doing something crazy because we've got the box of soup ticked, the box of malted cheese, the box of toasted salmi, the box of umami, the box of like even pizza feels coming through, all in one meal. That's what's happening right here.
All the boxes.
You're a madman. You're a madman. Listen, someone that's going crazy right now is Carissa. I don't know where she is, trying to hide from the kitchen and not tempt herself. But she said to me, this is kryptonite. When we're talking about butter, we're talking about cheese, we're talking about all the good stuff. How badly do you want to tuck into this right now?
So badly. Like the wafts of smells that are coming through. I'm not going to lie, I judged it a little bit when I was like rice and cabbage in a soup. I've never done this in my life, but wow, it smells incredible. Does it taste good though?
Let's check it out. I'm going to give you actually maybe, no. Let me give you a hot one. I'll give you a hot one. Can you pass me the bowl over there and your ladle? And this is a traditional recipe, which I also find like...
Whose tradition is this?
Yeah.
It's an Italian recipe.
What are Italians
Between the three of us, who's got
amazing.
Italian ancestry?
Nah. Me more Mexican, but yeah.
So, Chef Clem, how, just to get to this final product that looks so incredible, how long did you have that soup on the boil for? How long did it take to get to this point?
You can do it in half an hour, you really can. but the longer you cook it, the more flavor you extract from it. So the longer you cook it, the more intense it's going to be. So that's up to you. If you've got half an hour, you're winning. If you've got all day, let it cook all day.
Oh.
Winning, more than winning.
Well, I absolutely love that. Well, listen, we're going to stay in the kitchen because we have so much more. We're going to have soup, but then obviously you have to end up with something sweet. Listen to this. It's alliteration, okay? Let's see if I can get it right. We've got a citrus and cinnamon custard, and it is so good.
Ooh,
Definitely keen on that. And I know somebody that's going to absolutely love that is a guest that we've got to bring in to try this. It's behind me.
Might that be?
Oh, wait, 1 second. Stand here, talk to the people, look over there.
What's going on, guys?
It was somebody's birthday. Happy birthday, Ryle. Cue the singing and go.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryle.
Happy birthday to you. Wow.
Whoa! This is awesome. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome. And we got you a card, Shirking. We got you a card.
It's the new Bible. Every day, you know, you get sent a Bible from upstairs.
From upstairs, yeah.
But now this is the Bible that keeps on giving because we're going to come over for a bride now.
Guys, you're amazing. Thank you so much. I've got no reason to not invite you over to a bride now as well. Mzansi, you're all invited. Thank you so much for making this day feel, well, this whole week of birthday feel just absolutely incredible. I've been inspired to make something, so thank you for that. And I see there's some other goodies in here too. We got some chocolates.
Of course.
We got some chocolates. We got some nuts.
Because man's always on the mountain looking for trails. We got your trail mix. There you go.
Oh, you guys are amazing. Thank you. I absolutely love you guys. You're making me feel special. And yeah, this is a Monday I'm never going to forget. I love you guys.
Oh, we love you, Riley, man. Nature
Thank you,
boy
man.
in the building, celebrating nothing but goodness. We're going to delve into this. We'll see you after the break.
Yeah. This is so cool. Nice.
Only you can make my day.